So today we're going to look at Google My Maps, which is another feature of having a Gmail account. What I'm going to do is I'm going to open up an old Google form that I've had from the start of this semester, which was just based around people and what they're studying and their favorite geolocations in Melbourne. So you can see some study related questions here based on what they study, and then coordinate form responses down the bottom, which required actually pasting in a coordinate from Google Maps. Here's a lot of the responses in the Google Forms form with all the pie charts. As you can see in this, there is a lot more responses, so it's better to read and have a bit more of a diverse set of responses. These are all the coordinate responses at the bottom of the survey, which people were required to copy from Google Maps. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go into the actual sheet itself. So it's this one here, the yourself and your studies responses. This is all the raw data. So with this raw data, I'm going to import it into My Maps to be able to pinpoint the point locations of each response of where people's favorite place to be, shop, relax, etc. So we're going to Google My Maps. Go to My Maps, click Get Started. I've got a map here already, yourself and your studies. So now that this is open, you can see a lot of previous data that I've already imported into this My Map. So if this is the favorite place to be, styled by what area of Melbourne do you live in. There's other layers here as well, like favorite place to relax, styled by how old are you. So we can switch on and off layers to show different geolocations, which are marked by the little pins on the map there. So I'm going to add a new layer, and I'm going to import the sheet from my Google Drive. I'm going to select it, and now I'm going to select, I want to look at where's your favorite place to shop. Select longitude, latitude, and I want to see where people's favorite place to shop is based on how old they are. So we can see all the pinpoint locations here. They're currently in blue, so you can change the name and customize it if you wish, but I want to organize it by age. So how old are you? We'll select that, we'll get out of that, and now I can see where people like to shop, and then also the age bracket that they fall into. So from this I can see a lot of people between the ages of 24 to 30 like to shop in the CBD and in South Bank, and 18 to 24 they also like to shop in the CBD as well. I can now export this to a KML or a KMZ file, which I can then use in another third-party app as well. So we can do the entire map and then download that, and we can use this at a later date in a QGIS format. Other functions that are available in My Maps is you can change the base map to different styles. So we can do hybrid, we can do different colors. There's a few different options here. Some of them even take the roads out, so it's just the raw land and waterways. So I think I'm going to stick with this one here because of the color scheme. I think it looks good. Another really good function is you can actually select each pinpoint, and it'll bring up all the other responses to the actual form that this data is from. So we can see if we click on this one here, 24 to 30, all of the responses studied in built environment and architecture at Swinburne. And then we can see some other data here for the 18 to 24-year-old, they studied in health. And that's how you represent raw and coordinate data in My Maps.